Hey my beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Formosa Fantasy, and today I'm giving you a foundation routine. I'll be showing you some things, some tips and tricks on what I do to avoid creasing, and yeah, some brows are already done, so let's just get started. I'm using Skin Natural Serum. It's a nighttime serum, however I use it all the time, okay? And I basically use this to moisturize. So you want to hydrate under your eye and make sure that everywhere is basically saturated, even if you have oily skin, because you don't want the oils to really pour out or seep through everything, because if your skin is too dry, then that will happen. All right, so now I'll be using my moisturizer. This is not new to my channel. I use this moisturizer every time I'm gonna be putting on my makeup. It's an oil-free moisturizer from Clean and Clear. Listen, all these steps is based on your skin type. So I have combination skin, which I am oily in my T-zone area, and the rest of my face is basically dry. All right, so know your skin types. Now going in with my a mattifying translucent powder, and I'm just going in my T-zone area, just to further set everything that I just put in. All right, so now I'm taking the foundation. This is a drugstore foundation. This is AOA Studio in, I think it's natural beige. This has my undertone, and then I'm going over with a primer. So I'm been mixing it. So I didn't prime my face. I'm just putting my primer in my foundation, right? And this is CoverGirl, another CoverGirl. This is my actual skin tone. All right, so I'm just mixing everything. So instead of putting my primer on my face, I put my primer inside of my, in the mixture of my foundation. Okay, so to further, like, less products on the face. So when I'm doing this, you want to focus it on the outer portion of your face. So you want to avoid the under eye area, okay? You want to avoid the under eye area, because too much products will cause that. And if it's not hydrated as well, it will cause more creasing, okay? So that's what it is. And as you can see, it matches me perfectly. So I'm just gonna do the rest of my face right here. So as I said, just keep from under eye. All right, and as you can see, I did not do any color correcting, nah, and it worked just the same. So when, in cases that I don't do color correcting, I just place the foundation on whichever spot I want to hide more, and then I just let it sit right there, sit for a minute. Yeah, just let it sit for a minute, let it dry down a little bit, and then I blend it out. Okay, and whatever product that is left, I just put it on my nose. That's it. That's it. So now it's time for the fun part, which is the concealing. So I'll be taking these two concealers. One is the yellow corrector and the other one is actual concealer. And I'm just placing this under my eye, right below where I get the creases. Yeah, right below where I get the creases, okay? You don't want to put the product on the crease where you get crease, okay? Right under the eye, right there. Yeah, you don't want to put it there. You want to place it right there first, okay? And then the other areas that you want to bring forth light, okay? So I mixed, for the ending part right here, I'm mixing a little bit of foundation with a concealer, to get that nice gradient blend. All right, so I'm spritzing my damp beauty blender with my setting spray. All right, and I'm going on the edges first. All right, because I didn't show that part, but I waited a little bit before, so it was drying down a little bit. So I'm gonna be working quickly. So you want to work on the outer section, and as you can see, after working on the outer section, I am placing whatever that's left upwards towards where I get the creasing. All right, and this is optional. You don't have to go on the eyelid. It's optional. I just do it right then and there just to save time. That's all it is. But what you do is you blend out the edges of the concealer, and then whatever product that's left on the sponge, you work it upwards towards your eyeball so that you can get less creasing, because less product. All right, that's basically what I did. And you want to go right in where the crease of your nostril is, right? Because if you don't put concealer there, like, listen, it's gonna be a disaster. That's all I gotta say, because there's gonna be a lot of separation. So these are the steps that I do to minimize the separation. Now I'm going in my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to be setting the area. But before I do that, you want to get rid of whatever creasing that you had. Because, listen, my skin ain't what it used to be when I was, like, my teens. Yeah. So I grab the powder on my damn sponge. I blow off the excess, and then I place whatever that's left on the area that I want to set. Okay, so you see, blend out the creases that we have, dip in the powder, blow it off, and then place. Okay, so if you want to bake, you can bake, but you set it first and then you bake. And don't forget to get the side of those nostrils, okay, because you don't want to miss there. Okay, and I set my nose with this as well. So after I place the setting powder on the bridge of my nose, I also work it on the entire nose. Okay, I do this to not move my product around, because when I contour with the powder. All right, you'll see that in a minute. So going with my Santee matte powder, I think this is in the shade 4. This is for my all over face. So I'm going to be using this for my all over face on my contour, for my nose, okay? So as you can see, I'm stamping the product in, and I'm not wiping it because we don't want to move what we put down around, okay? So that's what I do. I stamp it. So once you stamp it and it's set, you can do whatever else you want, all right? Yeah, whatever else. And to get on my forehead and stuff like that, not to disturb my hairline, my wig, I just pinch a brush. Just pinch it. That's all you need to do. Pinch it, squeeze it, whatever. And do what you're doing to get where you need to get. So now for my contouring my nose. As you can see, I took a angled fluffy brush, and I am stamping it in first. The same powder that I used to set my face, because why not? It's a bit darker than my highlight anyway. So you want to also work it into your brows, because you want to know where it's at and when it ends. So why not work it in the brows for formation? Yeah, so you just stamp it in, and then you just do the desired shape that you want. If you want a snatch nose, you go in a little bit closer to let it look like, yeah, but I like how I contour my nose, all right? Yeah. So this is a little trick, this is a little tip, yeah. So you're gonna blend out those creases in the eyes, from those looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right, you know. So I'm just using the same powder that I use for my all over face to contour my eyes. Look at that. There's an eye look already. Yeah, you don't have to use eyeshadow. There's an eye look already. Look at that, baby. And take my Laura Mercier powder, and then set my lid, and then set my brow bone. Come on now. Pop on some lashes, add a wing if you want to. And you done, baby. You done. It's an easy eye look, so you can use that for whatever everyday makeup look. So this is the next one where you just put that same powder all over the lid. All over. You can either use your bronzer or your contour powder, but listen, why we gotta make it complicated? Look at that. I wear this look all the time, by the way. This one right here, where you put it all over the lid and then you set your brow bone. right there. Right there. That's it. Put on some lashes. Put some cold pencil in your waterline. You good. So now this is a contour powder. Okay? A contour powder is, listen, go watch that video about contouring. I ain't gonna explain that to you. Go watch that video. So I'm gonna take it in my hollows of my cheek. So I can now move my brush around because guess what? I set my face already. Remember the setting powder, Laura Mercier highlight, and then the all over face. Yeah, I set that so I can wipe my brush on my face. Yeah. So now I'm taking a blush. This is a pink blush. You can use an orange blush. You can use a bronzer. It don't matter. But I wanted to give my face a little bit of warmth. So I just used some blush. Give me some color. Yeah, I needed some color in my life. But we were looking too bland just now. So, yeah, that's what it is. Listen, this is just some excess I put all over my face. Ain't do no harm. So, yeah. Look at that. So, I'm just, further blending my contour in the blush. Then I'm going to be taking the whatever excess powder that's left on my all over face brush. I'm working it down to my neck because why not? Spritzing my face with some setting spray. Some air bubbles sometimes gonna be left from that, spritzing. So, you gotta use your damn beauty blender and pounce that in to make sure everything is seamless. And there you go. Ain't I a beauty? Girl. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because guess what? It's free. Share because sharing is caring. Comment because I want to hear from you. Subscribe. Please subscribe. And follow me on all my socials. And until next time, bye my beauties.